Are you ready to take your astrology North Node, South Node to the next level? Stay tuned for this video where we're going to go over your North Node, which represents your ultimate purpose in this life, and to stay away or learn the lessons of your South Node, which you've mastered in previous lifetimes. One of the most important and most missed out on parts of an astrology reading. I was blessed. A dear soul friend of mine, near Girini, gifted me this book when I was doing a VIP day with her in Toronto years back, and it changed my life. I'll share why it changed my life, a little bit about the North Node, South Node, and we're going to go right into doing infinity healing activations for your North and South Node, which is going to help you experience full fulfillment from your life purpose in this life. So the way I interpret a North Node is you want to step into that zodiac embodiment in this lifetime. Mine is Cancer. So the more nurturing I am at work with my clients, checking in on them, nurturing them, supporting them. Cancers, think of Princess Diana going around the world. She was a Cancer, helping all the orphans of the world and going to schools and volunteering her time. So they represent the Divine Mother, a nurturer, great at holding space. I was just talking to two Cancer friends of mine here, and they were both saying how they support youth and children and hold space and men's circles. So that's the gift of someone who's Cancerian. And why this is a game changer is because your South Node is the opposite of that zodiac. So the opposite of a Cancer is a Capricorn. Now, Capricorns, in the summary, based on my research, is kind of work, move up the ladders of success, set aside the emotions and distractions, which can include family relationships. And it's like, get the job done, get success, get fame, get money. And that is my South Node. So when I started mentoring healers 3 years ago, and they're moving up in terms of making more money and more success in record time, because the South Node for me is in Capricorn, it means I've already mastered the art of business success. I wouldn't say, I'm not saying from an ego place like I have nothing to learn, but it comes easier to people who have had their South Node represents you've mastered in many lifetimes. This is like you've been there, done that, and it's really important in this lifetime not to stay stuck there, but to move into this other thing. And I knew this is how valuable it is, because my default is move up the ladder, succeed more, get more videos, reach more people, make a bigger difference, make more money, more success. And I remember there was a time where it was like thousands of dollars every month and tons of clients and all this success. And it wasn't fulfilling to me, because guess what? I wasn't nurturing myself. I was burnt out by the end of the day. I wasn't going out, hanging out with friends. I wasn't in relationships, right? There's a joke, there's a meme that says, why can't I marry, my job, or why can't I, get married to things? And it was like about Capricorns. So that's why it wasn't fulfilling. Now, if my North Node was in Capricorn, that might be different. I might feel fulfilled. But because it was feeling empty, it's because I was stuck in my past lives. I was doing what comes easy to me based on previous experiences instead of what is fulfilling for me. And the more I started nurturing myself and my relationships, and embodying more of those Cancer traits, the more fulfilled I was. So that's my little summary of North Node, South Node. So we'll put I recommend you guys research what your North and South Node is. Most important thing in an astrology reading. Find that out, and then come back to this video and forward to your North Node to receive the infinity healing. So it's going to be a longer video. You don't have to watch the whole thing. You're just going to want to know, find out your North Node, South Node. You can use Cafe Astrology, or just type in on Google free astrology reading for North Node. So let's get into it. Here we go. We're going to start with the North Node in Aries. So for you to know where you'll be, it's like it starts in Aries, ends in Pisces. So we're starting with Aries. So then just kind of, I don't know how to put the stamps and stuff below, so you're going to have to skip through it. Okay, if your North Node is in Aries, what we're going to do for each one of these is attributes to develop. So infinity healings to activate the parts that you want to develop in this life, and infinity healing to let go of attributes to tendencies to leave behind. Starting now. Would you like an infinity healing to activate the following areas which will help you uncover your gifts and talents? Would you like an infinity healing to activate infinite independence? Yes. Would you like an infinity healing to activate self-awareness? Yes. Trusting your impulses, intuitive impulses? Yes. Courage, having courage? Yes. Constructive self-interest? Yes. Moderation in giving? You could excessively give. Yes. Self-nurturance. Would you like that? Yes. And would you like an infinity healing to leave these traits behind to make your life more easier and more enjoyable? Seeking oneself through other people's eyes. Would you like to leave that behind? Yes. Would you like an infinity healing to let go of debilitating selflessness? Yes. Being Mr. or Mrs. Nice Guy Gal? Yes. Obsessive attachments to fairness and justice? Yes. Codependence, attachment to external harmony? Would you like to leave that behind? Yes. Tit for tat mentality. You do it to me, I'll do it to you. Would you like to leave that behind? Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. So I highly recommend reading the book because it goes into so much more. It's by Jan Spiller, and the book is called Astrology for the Soul. Next, if your North Node is in Taurus, would you like an infinity healing? You can kind of go through this whole video and do it for yourself, but it might be confusing if you're trying to move away from your South Node. Would you like an infinity healing to activate traits of loyalty, awareness of boundaries, taking things one step at a time, a sense of self-worth, awareness of personal values, patience, honoring expressed needs of self and others, enjoying the 5 physical senses, gratitude, awareness of nurturing from Mother Earth, forgiveness, and persistence? Would you like that? Yes, so those are Taurus traits. We're in Taurus season right now, so yeah, if that's your North Node. Would you like an infinity healing to leave the following behind? Attraction to crisis situations, over concern with other people's business, impatience, inappropriate intensity, judgmental tendencies, preoccupation with the psychological motivations of others, resistance to cooperating with what others want, overreacting, destroying something in order to eliminate one part, obsessive compulsive tendencies. Would you like to leave those behind? Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. And if you guys are wondering what healing technique we're doing, it's called the Infinity Healing Technique, voted as one of the most powerful healing modalities in the world by high-level healers and people who work with some of the greatest healers on our planet. And we just finished teaching it last weekend. So if you guys are interested in the replay and want to be certified in a 2-day healing course that's high level, please let us know in the comments below and we'll send you some more details. Next, North Node in Gemini. Oh yeah, before I forget, this video is actually sponsored by one of my programs. I believe it's called the Infinite Empowerment Program. I've got 13, sometimes I forget the names. And what we did is we went through all, you do your full astrology, numerology, we do human design, I believe. We do Mayan astrology. We go through all these modalities to learn more about you, and then we do an infinity healing for like your sun sign, your rising sign, your moon, and activate the strengths and heal the weaknesses. So if you're interested in that program, we'll put a link below. Next, if your North Node is in Gemini, would you like an infinity healing to activate healthy curiosity, asking questions to learn how others think, seeing both sides of a situation? I'm just going to lie back. It's going to be a long journey. Tact, logic, communication of internal dichotomies, a positive approach to life and other people, purposefully cheering up others, using a non-threatening approach when expressing ideas, listening, openness to new ideas and experiences, seeking factual information before making decisions. Yeah, so Aries and Geminis really get along. A lot of my best friends are Geminis, and growing up, and I love those traits about them. So would you like an infinity healing to activate those traits? Yes. And would you like an infinity healing to leave these traits behind? Self-righteousness, aloofness, assuming others know where they're at, thinking one knows what others are saying without really listening, needing to be right, espousing truth without taking others' views into account, careless spontaneity, taking shortcuts, taking oneself too seriously, having a ponderous approach to life, acting on intuition without checking the facts, resisting ideas that are foreign to one's belief system, prejudging present situations on the basis of past experiences. Would you like to let those go? If you'd like that, just say yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen. And so it is. Wow, there's a lot of info about Gemini here. If your North Node is in Cancer, it says here if your North Node's in Cancer and if your North Node is in the 4th house. So that's something I won't get into right now. But if you're aware of that, this is for you. So this is mine, actually. Attributes to develop. Would you like an infinity healing to activate? Noticing and validating your feelings. This has been such a game changer for me. Yes. Empathy. Yes. Nurturing and supporting others. Yes. Building one's own foundation and security. Yes. Honest disclosure of feelings and insecurities. Yes. Humility. Yes. Accepting others' foibles and fluctuating moods without judgment. Yes. Working on it. Staying centered in one's own feelings. Yes. Would you like an infinity healing to leave these following behind? Needing to control everything and everyone. Yes, working on it. Compulsion to take charge without fully understanding the situation. Yes, still working on it. Ignoring the process, being too focused on the goal. Yes, working on it. It's amazing. Feeling completely responsible for everything. Yes, I call it Atlas syndrome, carrying the whole planet on my shoulders. Literally, my shoulders, this part here is aching right now because I'm probably doing that on some level, but I'm clearing it. Hiding feelings and fears in intimate relationships. Did a lot of work on that. Yes. Doing things to gain respect or admiration from others in an unhealthy way. Yes. Taking care of others' feelings and neglecting one's own. Yes. Doing what is socially acceptable rather than what is totally honest. Yes. Thinking that things have to be difficult in order for them to be important. Yes, definitely clearing that. So let us know in the comments below what your North Node and South Node is, and if the traits to let go of, or like what stuck out the most for you in terms of the traits to embody, the traits to let go of, which one's the most like, definitely you have that trait that you want to embody, and definitely that's which one trait is definitely the one you want to let go of. North Node in Leo. Would you like an infinity healing to activate the following attributes? Individuality, willingness to take center stage, following one's heart's desires, strengthening one's willpower, enthusiasm, self-confidence, taking risks, relating to the childlike quality in others, enjoying life, having fun, looking at life as a game, developing an it's up to me attitude. Gotta love those Leos. Yes. Would you like an infinity healing to let these go, these traits, leave them behind? Yielding to peer pressure in order to belong, detaching from emotional situations, aloofness, waiting for others to prompt one's own action, overlooking what's really going on, waiting for more knowledge before taking action, excessive daydreaming, running away from confrontation. Would you like to leave those behind? Yes, 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 yes. And so it is. Amen. So the yes just activates the entire infinity healing process. And infinity healing is source, God, universe connecting to you, doing infinite things for you so you can be your infinite self. North Node in Virgo and North Node in the 6th house. Would you like an infinity healing to activate the following attributes? Participation, bringing order to chaos, creating routines, focusing on the here and now, acting on feelings of compassion, being of service to others, analyzing and categorizing, gaining self-confidence through experience, moderation, taking risks in spite of fears, noticing and valuing details. Yes. Would you like an infinity healing to leave these tendencies behind, being a victim or having victim consciousness? Yes. Confusion and disorientation? Yes. Avoidance of planning? Escapism, addicted. So I'm guessing the South Node is, so the tendencies you're leaving behind are, I'm guessing, are your South Node, because this sounds like Pisces, because my moon's in Pisces. And it's like escapism, addictive tendencies. So what we're doing with the tendencies to leave behind are leaving behind the shadow aspects of, I'm guessing it's of your South Node, because sensitivity, it all sounds like my moon Pisces. Okay. Escapism, addictive tendencies, drug, alcohol, excessive sleep, daydreaming, etc. Extremism, oversensitivity, self-doubt, feelings of inadequacy, withdrawal, vagueness, not wanting to commit, inaction, giving up. Would you like to let those go? Who wouldn't, right? The beautiful Virgos. That's my Virgo rising. Okay. North Node in Libra and North Node in the 7th house. Would you like an infinity healing for cooperation, diplomacy and tact, increasing awareness of others' needs, selflessness, giving support without expecting reciprocity? That's such a Libra trait. I've got like 3 Libra friends who have given me things, and I'm waiting, and they're not receiving the reciprocity of it. Creating win-win situations, sharing, seeing things through others' eyes, communicating self-identity. Would you like an infinity healing for that? Would you like an infinity healing to let go of the following traits? So South Node, if your North Node's Libra, your South Node is probably opposite is Aries, I'm guessing. So yeah, there we go. Impulsiveness, definitely. So that's what's happening here. To let go of like unhealthy impulsiveness. So for everything I say, there's a healthy side and a unhealthy side. Another way of saying it is the light side and the shadow side. So when When we're doing these infinity healings, it's only for the unhealthy version of these traits. Thoughtless self-assertion. Lack of awareness of others' needs for support. Self-centeredness. Selfishness. Lack of good judgment regarding money. I'm like ticking off all these things as an Aries. Expecting others to be like oneself. Indifference to how one is seen by others. I don't care how people think of me. Resistance to compromise. Yeah. Outbursts of anger. Come a long way with that. Over concern with survival. Okay. Would you like an infinity healing to let go of those unhealthy versions of those traits? And now we are getting into North Node in Scorpio. Would you like an infinity healing for self-discipline, choosing constructive change, releasing whatever causes stagnation and low energy, eliminating non-useful possessions? Yeah, my dad's a Scorpio. He's got a lot of these traits. Enjoying things without having to own them. Accepting support from others, ideas, money, opportunities. Yep. Enjoying high-risk situations that make one feel alive. Yes. Awareness of others' psychology, their desires, wants, needs, and motives. Openness to partnering, supporting, and merging power with others. Yes. Would you like an infinity healing to leave the following behind? Attachment to comfort and the status quo. Because that's Taurus. South node of Scorpio is Taurus. And attachment to comfort is definitely shadow Taurus. Possessiveness. Yep, my mom's a Taurus. I could see some of these traits. Over concern with accumulation and ownership. Questioning past decisions. Stubbornness. Getting bogged down in sensual appetites. Repeatedly doing things one way, the hard way, even though another way is easier. Resistance to change and others' input. Would you like to release those tendencies? Yes. North Node in Sagittarius and North Node in the ninth house. Would you like an infinity healing to activate reliance on intuition, prophetic abilities, and invisible guidance? Yes. Speaking from higher consciousness. Yes. Spontaneity, developing a sense of freedom and adventure. Yes. The other day we were at a friend's place and their son is like 2 years old and he's a Sag, and they just moved into a house, so there was like a stack of storage boxes and he was climbing the boxes. He fell several times, but he kept climbing the boxes like it was a mountain that he was hiking. So cute. Shout outs to Soul. That was his name. That's his name. That's the name. That's in the title of this book. Speaking from higher consciousness, spontaneity, developing a sense of freedom and adventure, direct communication, free from censorship, trusting. Now I'm remembering another Sag friend that just keeps getting blocked on social media for speaking her truth. Trusting oneself, spending time alone and in nature, patience, intuitive listening, hearing the meaning behind the words. God bless you, Sages. My youngest brother is a Sag. Would you like it? Would you like an infinity healing to activate those traits? Yes. Would you like an infinity healing to leave the following behind? Second guessing what others are thinking, indecisiveness, perpetually seeking more information, saying what others want to hear, invalidating intuitive knowing with logic, gossiping, impatience, wanting immediate answers, trusting others' perceptions instead of one's own, including others' perceptions about oneself. Would you like to leave those behind? Yes, 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 and yes. North Node in Capricorn. This is the opposite of me. Attributes to develop. Would you like an infinity healing for self-control, approaching life from an adult position, self-respect, staying goal-oriented, sensible approaches to problem solving, keeping commitments and promises, letting go of the past, self-care, accepting responsibility for success. Yes, would you like an infinity healing to leave these traits behind? Dependence, like unhealthy dependence, I guess. Moodiness, insecurity leading to inaction, limiting self through fear, using the past to avoid the present, isolation, spending too much time at home, lack of self-respect, avoidance of personal risk, controlling others through emotional overreactions. So that's like the shadow of the Cancer, I'm guessing. Would you like to clear those traits? Yes, 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 yes. Okay, next we got North Node in Aquarius, the opposite of a Leo. And North Node in the 11th house. Would you like an infinity healing for objectivity, seeing the total picture? Desire for friendship, making decisions for the group's best interest, willingness to share unconventional ideas, willingness to champion humanitarian causes, active participation in groups, awareness of equality, relating to others as individuals apart from their specific roles. I have a lot of this because my Venus is in Aquarius, so I'm noticing a lot of these. Creating win-win situations, recognizing how others are special. Would you like that? Yes. And would you like an infinity healing to leave the following behind? Insistence on getting one's way in an unhealthy way. Making changes just to exercise authority. Attachments to taking risks. Willfulness and stubbornness. Attachment to the need for approval. Melodramatic tendencies. Doing what's expected instead of following one's heart. Unbridled passion, going to extremes, unawareness of others' importance, prideful responses based on fear. Would you like an infinity healing to clear that? Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen. So it is. Aho. Is that the last one? Last but not least, North Node in Pisces. Would you like an infinity healing? And North Node in the 12th house. To activate being non-judgmental, yet compassion, surrendering anxiety to a higher power, freeing the mind through meditation and self-reflection, focusing on the spiritual pathway, trusting in positive outcomes, acknowledging connection with the universe, welcoming change. Love the Pisces. Love the Pisces traits. Yes. Would you like an infinity healing to leave the following behind? I think Virgo. I believe Virgo's the opposite. Hyper anxiety reactions, over analysis, obsessive worry, exaggerating the importance of details, critical first reactions, fault finding, making others wrong, excessive anxiety over making mistakes, being Mr. or Mrs. Perfect, staying in unpleasant situations, inflexibility. Would you like an infinity healing to clear that? Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. Once again, guys, this video is sponsored by our program that we've created that has tons of infinity healings, helps you discover your numerology, astrology, human design, Mayan astrology, and does infinity healings for a lot of the different parts so that you can be your most empowered self and heal from your weaknesses and imbalances. Very powerful program. Lots went into it. Link is below. And then again, the book is called Astrology for the Soul. And let us know what you think. I actually, through reading about my astrology, there's an area in your astrology chart where, yeah, actually, if you guys are interested, I'd love to do this, is if you get your astrology chart, or if you book in a session with me, we can do an astrology chart. And I would love to do an infinity healing for each part of your astrology. So your sun sign, your moon sign, I'd love to go through that and do infinity healings for that. So if you're interested, let me know. I could do it not by donation, but like, you know, because it's something new and I'm really passionate about it, we can figure something out. And what else was I going to say? The program. And yeah, check out the links below. Please share this with anyone that you feel can benefit from this. Anyone who's into astrology, wants to get into astrology, is already in astrology. I'm here to not just take things that are already there, but to implement them, integrate them, activate them, take action on them. It's really my Aries, just wanting to do something about it. I don't want to just read the book. I want to become the book. If the book is saying change these traits, let's do an infinity healing to release those traits. So my intention with everything that I do is you're left more evolved, more embodied, more aware, more self-actualized than you were before you took or received the infinity healing. And reading in my astrology chart, there's a section about Gemini, and Geminis are teachers and students, and they love teaching. And I noticed that that is in my Mercury, which is communication. So I feel like I've been hiding from that. And I'm allowing myself today in this video to be more in the communicating like a Gemini, which is teaching and words. And yeah, so let me know. It's a little different than what I normally do, but let me know what you think. I love you guys. Go to tarikbb.com. We've got a very special integrating your shadow module from our upcoming Healing Your Sex and Money Trauma program. We're gifting you guys module 1 for free, and you can get that by going to tarikbb.com/sex and money, and you'll get the first module for free. And yeah, feel free to share this far and wide. Love you. Talk to you soon.